So, Eric, at this hour, we're facing this next high tide and then another one again tomorrow.
Yes, so we have a couple more tides, both of which could be rather destructive here on the way in before things really start to calm down a little bit more. I have to say, the winds today were absolutely exceptional. Look at some of these peak gusts, especially across Cape Cod and the islands, over 90 miles per hour. The last time we had winds that really had this kind of duration and were this widespread across the area was Hurricane Bob back in 1991. There was a quick storm in 2005 in December. It briefly brought 100-mile-per-hour winds to the Cape. They weren't as widespread and they didn't last this long. So this has been an extremely impressive storm system, the kind that usually only comes around every 20 years or so. Now, rain was also a big part of the story today. Almost 6 inches of rain in East Bridgewater, 4.5 in Westwood, 4 inches of rain in Plymouth, and over 3.5 in Weymouth. So we have seen some soaking rain amounts. In fact, a few rivers getting into minor, even moderate flood, like the Patuxent River and Cranston into moderate flood as we head toward this weekend. So there will be some of that freshwater flooding as well. And then you look at the snow side of this. Just west of Albany, 38 inches of snow in Richmondville, New York. If you're familiar with Albany, if you went out west toward Thatcher Park there, tons of snow in some of the higher terrain. A foot in the Berkshires and over a foot in the Southern Greens. And for us tonight, there is some snow falling out there. The last band of precipitation rotating through. Coating to 2 inches is all that we'll expect overnight tonight, and most of this will wind down after 1 a.m. Temperatures are very borderline, and you can see we've lost a number of sensors. A lot of locations not showing up because of those strong winds and some of the power outage issues that we've had out there tonight. So here's a look at the wind forecast for the rest of this evening. They're starting to come down a little bit. We're past that peak. Things will get a little bit easier, and by tomorrow morning, the strongest winds will be relegated to southeastern Massachusetts, especially Cape Cod and the islands. There'll still be a few gusts over 50 miles per hour there tomorrow. For the rest of the region, some gusts up to 30 or 35 throughout the day tomorrow. Still difficult for the power crews out there. And then on Sunday, it'll be breezy, but a little bit of relief from the wind. Wave heights have been over 20 feet just offshore, up to 15 feet actually hitting the shoreline. So that's a bit of a difference compared to what we had earlier on today. We've got similar water levels, but we have more wave action. So that high tide is a little bit before midnight. We've got a ways to go yet here across the seacoast and the North Shore. Tomorrow's midday tide will be very similar to what we have out there tonight, maybe just a little bit lower, but still some big waves. Boston area down across the South Shore, high tide is about 1:45 midnight. Plymouth area, it's just before midnight tonight, and again around midday tomorrow. Tomorrow night will add a little bit of relief, but there'll still be at least some minor coastal flooding. And then toward the bay side of the Cape and Nantucket, this is where our high tide is a little bit before 1 a.m., so we still have a ways to go. That's expected to be very large. And the waves will be of a little bit of a different nature this weekend. The Atlantic is all riled up now, and so we're going to see a less chaotic sea and just big rolling breakers moving in during the day tomorrow and Sunday. Otherwise, it's a mainly dry weekend. One thing we'll have to watch for at the end, a little disturbance is going to fly on down from the north on Sunday, and that may bring us some snow showers on Sunday evening across the region. So here's the full 7-day. It is very March-like. Temperatures in the low 40s pretty much every day. Tuesday and Monday look rather chilly, and then Wednesday we've got a chance for another nor'easter to bring rain, snow, and some strong winds to the area. David and Paula, back to you.
We need a little breather before that. All right, Eric, thank you.